Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths, Weird and Wonderful. And today we've got a walker, one of a number of walkers that have popped up on the Steam Workshop ever since the Clampy Foot update, which is jolly good. Was kind of hard to pick just one walker to show off on a Weird and Wonderful. Don't worry, I will be probably looking at more walkers as time goes on. But for now, we're picking this one, which is the Sentinel by inkyboi. And yeah, so this is a pretty thing. This is well, all the walkers I've seen, the Clampy Foot walkers, there's a few, and are very much illustrating the fact that walkers are. They are definitely a gift to the aesthetic builders more than anything else, because they're not really practical combat craft, but that's fine. One of the reasons I picked this one is like I channeled my inner Mary Kondo and said, does this spark joy? And this sparks joy, so here it is. So why is this weird? Well, it's a walker that's already pretty weird, and one of the interesting things about it, I'm just going to switch to out of my usual fleet colors, so we can have a better idea of what this thing looks like. The main body of this thing, or more accurately, where all the important bits are all up in the turret. So, if I delete this spin block, you'll see that the thing has no AI anymore. This is the main body of the vehicle. It's just a heavy armored lump, and with legs attached. But all the important stuff, the AI, all the weapons, the ammo, and all that stuff, that's all up in the turret, which is very interesting. I haven't actually seen a vehicle design like that, but here it is, and I guess it just makes that kind of chicken walker thing more viable. And it also means that you can essentially design a whole vehicle and then, you know, save it, like prefab the whole thing, stick it on a sub-object, and then you can build legs underneath it, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So anyway, very interesting way of doing things. Also, the way this turret works is actually more complicated than you might think. You'll notice it's swaying back and forth a lot, and yet there's that force exerted by the feet, which you can't turn off. Also, if you can hear more motor cars and ambulance helicopters and whatnot than usual, it's because my window is staying open, because the weather's heating up, due to both climate change and spring coming down here in beautiful Aotearoa, New Zealand. So it's open so I don't suffocate to death on my own farts. So here. Where was I? Ah yeah, this thing. It does have batteries in the base for some reason. As far as I can tell, this thing doesn't have any engines whatsoever, and those APS, those are not railguns, so I'm not entirely sure why there are batteries in here. They might just be a holdover from the building process. Like, goodness knows I sometimes do that. I put a thing in it, and I have a plan, and then the plan changes, but I forgot that I put something in as part of the plan, so I don't even know, really. So yeah, and yeah, so this whole thing, you'll notice I deleted the spin block rather than anything else. So we've got a spin block right here, and it's got a light block attached to it, by the looks of it. Actually, no. There's the all-in-one local weapon controller. Actually, nope. Oh my goodness. Nope, that's what the spin block sits on. This is very confusing. So, the spin and turn block has a all-in-one local weapon controller. Again, this is beta test stuff, if you're watching this not too far in the future. And, yeah, so that's attached to that. The spin block here is the thing that's rotating to give it this kind of idle, swaying back and forth thing, which is purely aesthetic, but also very cool, so we like that. And then underneath that is the turret, so the breadboard that this thing has, which we should actually look at, controls this thing as well as the legs, because this thing does stomp around quite nicely. So let us spawn in a tiny thing. Let's spawn in. That's a coffin nail. That's a bit. I'm spawning a grouper. So this thing, whoopsie daisies, walkers are jank, unfortunately. Thing kicked off too hard. Can it correct itself? No, it's a walker. Walkers generally don't correct themselves very well. Oh my word. Oh, we did murder the grouper though, that's nice. You can already see that walkers are not super pragmatic. This is like... There we go. Clampy feet doing stuff. Let's try that again. Can you not fall over? I would hate to... There we go. There we go. Now she's stomping along nicely. Look at that. Oh yeah. EMP is... EMP missiles on top, I should mention. Artfully designed, too. Geez, she's bouncing around a lot. This is why I'm probably not gonna... Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Very pleasing to look at, but she's a little drunk. She's been hitting the bottle a little bit. So, yeah, so the guns and missiles are quite cool. I should show you the guns. I should also get this thing off the ground again. So, these are 130 millimeters, double. Awesomely done. How do you do this? Nice mimics. Yeah, wow, this is cool. What is this? It's a medium crank plus a steam pipe. Oh, that's cool! I didn't fully notice that before. Guys, everybody steal this idea. Everyone steal this deco. This alone is worth loading this thing up. Oh, that's great. Oh, and it's got kind of belt feeders there. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. That's so nice. Deco work is an art in itself. That's kind of obvious, but I felt like saying it out loud anyway. So anyway, what is this thing firing? It is firing pretty decent shells. They're not particularly fast shells. Just go here. 130 millimeters. Only about 300 meters per second. Just under. It's squash flak, so a lot of HE stacking. Flak. There's something about hash flak that just seems to work really well. I use it in tanks like all the time, so because it just, I don't know, it does a good job. It makes mincemeat of small things, regardless of how well armored they are. But let's have a look at what else is in here. So we've got a PID, a pitch PID, which, as I've said before in my ACB Clampy Foot Walker tutorial, showcase, guide thing, you kind of do need PIDs with them, because otherwise they, like, beatbox non-stop. They breakdance non-stop. So same over here. We got a, what is this? This is an AI PID. What's this? This is set to yaw. Oh yeah, the yaw is important. So let's have a look here. Okay, yeah, set to not much gain. Nice and steady. It's got a little flare here. So if the missiles come knocking, some surge protectors. The APS Tetris is adequate rather than great, but then again, aesthetic build, and Inky is going for a theme here, gosh darn it. Ammo is right where it probably shouldn't be. It's right on top of the spin block that is holding the whole thing together, but you know what? Things blowing up in a way that's entertaining counts as style points, so yeah. What else? Yeah. So, okay, the bread. The bread's important. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get to the bread. So, everyone have a good look at this. Those of you who understand bread can understand this, and those of you who can't, take a good look at this. Feel free to pause, take a screenshot, whatever. I can't explain any of this because there's a lot of math in it, and math is not my strong point. What I have managed to figure out is, basically, what was it? Okay. Yeah, so what I did figure out was that these two things, this has something to do with that kind of side-to-side idle motion, because this is the target existence box, and that changes depending on whether the target is present or not. So if we spawn in Duster and set everything to godly, and you see this again. So that's set to 1, so it stopped, set that to that, so there, NA, and they've done that. Are we moving? Oh, we are moving, that's sweet. So yeah, it stops these two things basically, because the value here is 0, and then these things are the, what is it? This is the legs. This somehow moves the legs, so over on the spin blocks they're all set to various degrees of A and B. So if we go here, you'll see this fella is... So So you see this is set to A positive, E negative, stuff like that. Wait, was that E? What the heck is controlling E? Yeah, I did it. Oh, there's E. There's E. My goodness. Oh, that's what it's doing. It's doing stuff when, like, direction is forwards. It sets that up. Okay, cool. So yeah, like, that is immensely complicated bread, which I can't spend too much time on because, you know, it's too complicated for my tiny brain. We just flattened the duster by the looks of it. How did that not AI dead it immediately? That's a load of EMP missiles, that is. So yeah, it actually moves beautifully. Let's see that again. Let's have you blow stuff up more. That's one of the great things about these. That bomb just missed. It slipped between their toes. But yeah, that's one of the great things about these clampy-foot walkers. They yaw extremely well. They might not be able to. They might not be able to move fast at all, but they do yaw pretty well. And that's one of the downsides of this thing, is that its design means that it gets AI deaded extremely easily. It just got taken out by dusters, which is unfortunate, but I like it anyway. Remember, any Mary Kondo, does it spark joy? This does spark joy. Let's have it shoot Marauder. Yes, I just beach Marauders for fun and profit. What about it? That spawned too far away. That's no good. We need to spawn the Marauder closer. There we go. Are you? Oh, you're out of materials. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody remembered to armor their legs. This walker never skips leg day. Fantastic. So anyway, that's basically it. There's, apart from the very complicated bread, there's not much to talk about, really. Haha, you missed. So yeah, that's the Sentinel by inkyboi. Delightful little walkie robot. Like I said, there's others on the workshop. And I may cover them as well. Maybe not. That's the great thing about Weird and Wonderful. You never know what I'm going to do. You are more likely to get featured on here if you build something if it ends up on the front page of the workshop, but it's not guaranteed. Even I don't know what the criteria are. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Oh dear. What was... Wow, the Marauder threw me off completely. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and thank you inkyboi for making this delightful walkie thing. And I will see you next time in From the Depths. Weird and Wonderful. Farewell.